I'm gonna need you to ignore all that. All that behind us, you're gonna need to ignore that because it's a mess today. It's literally 9 o'clock and I am filming a video. Did I even say hi? Hi you guys, how you doing? How's your day going? How's your night going? Yeah, so today I decided to film a video. It is why I got kicked out of IMATS / kicked out of IMATS experience. You know, I don't want this video to turn into like a bashing of IMATS or like some like fuck you IMATS, like meh. I don't want it to turn into that. I just wanted to talk about my experience because I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tweets, Instagram comments about why me and Patrick got kicked out of IMATS. So I really want to make this video for you guys. I just wanted to talk about it and kind of, it's like a little venting / rant about IMATS because I just feel the need to talk about it. It's not fair. So I'm gonna talk about it. If you guys don't like this kind of video, do not watch it. Do not fucking watch it. I don't give a shit what you think. Don't even trip. Like, don't watch it if you guys don't like it. Cool? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this video. Let's get started. Okay, so this is what happened. IMATS just passed. IMATS New York. Was there with Patrick Starr and we were there for about 5 days in New York. And me and him were hired by a brand to go to New York IMATS for about an hour on Saturday. We were hired to do an hour on Saturday and 2 hours on Sunday just to work at the booth, just to kind of be there, meet our followers, be there with the booth because they did fly us out to go with them to IMATS. So that's just a little backstory of what was like going on. Like the reason why we were at IMATS is because we were hired by a booth to go there with them and to work with them. Me and Patrick thought we can make it into a meet and greet type situation because we were already going to be at that booth working. The brand is Juvia's Place. She had also hired a couple other people from Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that to go work at the booth. So we figured might as well just turn it into a kind of like meet and greet situation. That's why we are saying meet and greet at this booth. That's a backstory on what was going to happen. And that's what it's going to be. So Friday, IMATS, pro night. So pro night, me and Patrick, we were like, we're not going to go. We're going to be there on Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be full days for us. We're not going to go to pro night. We're going to be strong. We're not going to go to pro night. We're going to be really good. Turns out we ended up going to pro night for about an hour and a half. Since it was ending at like 7, we ended up getting there at like 5:30. So we walked in and we were recognized like quite a bit. We didn't end up moving past like 20 feet for about half an hour. We were taking photos with people and it wasn't too bad though because it was pro night, so there's a lot less people during pro night. So we're like, you know what, this is pretty fun, like this is cool. We're just gonna walk around and kind of meet brands because I felt like this would be a cool time to network and meet brands and just go on a Friday, and I just got to meet like a bunch of people, which I was really excited about, but it was busy and me and Patrick were getting recognized quite a lot. There was sometimes a line would form, but IMATS didn't say anything to us. They were totally fine. We weren't causing a scene. We were not like causing any type of like big situation happening, like meeting us, so it was totally okay with them. They didn't say anything to us and Friday was cool. Now it's time for Saturday. So basically me and Patrick were planning on doing a meet and greet on Saturday outside of IMATS. For those of you who were not inside IMATS, we did one in LA. It's called the Red Balloon Meetup and it was a huge hit and it was so fun. We did it with a couple of our friends and it was just me and Patrick this time, so we're like, you know what, it's not going to be too crazy, it'll be fine. We're going to meet people, we're going to meet our subscribers and our followers, and it's going to be amazing. And I was extremely excited and so was Patrick. Like, I've never been to New York before. This is the first time I was ever going to meet any of my East Coast followers and I was just so fucking stoked on being able to be there and be outside of IMATS. So I was like, yes, I'm gonna meet my followers, it's gonna be so fun, it's gonna be exciting. That's my little dance for it. Anyways, so we planned from 12 to 1. It ended up getting pretty gnarly, like the line was getting like longer and longer and longer when we were out there, and so we ended up being outside from 12 to 2. 12 to 2. And it was so fun. It was emotional. There was a couple of followers that made me and Patrick cry. I cried like 3 times that day. It was just a very emotionally and mentally and physically draining day, but it was absolutely amazing. Me and Patrick were planning on working at Juvia's Place from 2 to 3. So like, you know what? Okay, we have to go. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm sorry we didn't meet everyone. If you guys are watching this and you guys were in line to meet me and Patrick and we didn't get to meet you, I'm so fucking sorry. We had to go inside. We had no choice. So we ended up going inside and then we had a bodyguard escort us in, like one in front of us, and then there was a girl behind us. So there was like a bodyguard dude in front of us, a bodyguard dude behind us, chick behind us, and we noticed that the booth was popping. It was on and popping. Like there was 75 people around that booth, like just around it, like hoarding the booth. And we were like, holy shit. I told you guys, like, people in New York, I'm gonna be at this booth from 2 to 3. Come by and say hi, I would love to meet you guys. So I was just like, yes, gonna meet you guys. And so the fact that the booth was swarming, I was like, my little booth peeps. So we were stoked. We got inside the booth and it was just crazy and it was madness and it was so fun getting to take photos with everyone. Me and Patrick were planning on trying to do like a little like a line situation where people would line up and they would be able to come meet me, Patrick, and Kay. Oh, we were also with our friend Viva Glam Kay, who's Patrick's best friend. Her name's Kehlani, and we're like, okay, so let's go and just line everyone up and like we'll get to take photos with them, like with our booth. So like, you know what, okay, we need to like get this shit organized right now or we're gonna get in trouble. We're like trying to make that happen, and all of a sudden, like a big ass security guard just like comes through and he's like, everyone move it, can move out of the way, this is the firehouse. And he was like basically just screaming literally screaming at the top of his lungs, and he was like, are you guys doing a meet and greet? And me and Patrick like, what? We're selling brushes. We're telling all of our followers like, okay you guys, we're gonna sell you these brushes, we're gonna take photos, but you need to like lean over our booth so we can take photos with you guys and meet you guys and hug you guys, but like we need to be acting like we're selling things because the security is gonna get us kicked out, because it was crazy, and we were blocking other booths. We were blocking other booths, I'm not gonna lie. We were like infringing on other lines of other booths and stuff like that, so that's why we were trying to organize everything. But as soon as that security came in, he just caused mayhem. Like he just had to like come in, barge in, the booth was popping, and we were infringing on other people's lines. I get it, I totally get it. But we were also hired by this booth to be here, and we didn't know what kind of response we were gonna be getting from our followers, and we didn't know that the booth was gonna be so crazy, so you can't really blame us for that. So we were trying to basically organize it, and me and Patrick were still trying to meet people. So we were taking selfies with people. The guard comes back like with 2 other people, and he's like, if you guys take one more selfie, we're shutting the entire booth down. Because this is fucking crazy. He didn't say fucking crazy, but I'm saying fucking crazy. If you guys take another selfie with someone else, not only are we like getting you guys out of here, but the entire booth is getting shut down. So me and Patrick like freaked out. We're like, oh my god. Like no, we can't get this booth shut down. Like she's here, like she paid so much money to be here at IMATS. Like just because the booth is getting crowded with people doesn't mean that she should be getting kicked out when she paid thousands and thousands of dollars to be there. So me and Patrick look over at the leader of the booth, her name's Chi-Chi, and we're like, Chi-Chi, like we're so sorry, but like we should go because this is pretty crazy. We do not want you to get shut down because we're here working with you. We're sorry. But she was totally understanding. This is only after half an hour, mind you. Like this is from 2 to 3:30, like this is all happening. So we're like, okay, cool, so like what do we do then? What you can do is you can go to a wall at the end of IMATS, and you can go meet people there, and you can hug people, and you can take photos with people, and it'll be great. You guys can go over there and just be there at that wall of IMATS. And we're like, okay, you know what? We're sorry, Chi-Chi, like we're gonna just go meet our followers and we're gonna meet our subscribers and just meet people that were there to see us. And we're like, okay, you know what? Okay. So we had security escort us to this wall, and all of the people that were there at the booth ended up coming with us, and there was like literally like 75 or 100 people just trailing us. It was so freaking hilarious. So finally we get to the back. The back wall was actually like 25 feet away from like where they were doing demos, and we're like, okay, well, like they're doing demos here though, and we're meeting people here. Like this is like really weird because we're gonna distract these people that are doing demos. So we get there, people are screaming, and we're like, yes. Me and Patrick are so excited because we're still here, like we get to still meet people, and we're at a wall. Even though we weren't able to be at the booth, we were still at a wall, we were still able to take photos, and I was like, yeah, we're still gonna take photos of people. So I was excited, I was so excited. So people were starting to line up against the wall, so all of a sudden, like literally like maybe 3 minutes, and we took photos with 2 people. We met 2 people, we hugged them, said hi, we took photos with just 2 people. And all of a sudden, probably like 5 security came up, and they were like, you know what? It's really great that you guys have a lot of followers and like that people want to meet you, and that's awesome and we love it. But you're gonna have to take this outside now. And me and Patrick look over at each other and we're like, what? And I'm like, we just came from a booth, like because your security told us to come over here because we were causing a scene at the booth, so we're at a wall now, like why can't we just stay here? So then guess what he tells us? He's like, you know what, this establishment is more like a professional atmosphere. It wasn't built for people to have followers and fans here. I got so mad. I don't know, I just felt like it just like lowered our credibility and like lowered what we do as YouTubers, and I just felt pissed off. Especially like I felt even more pissed for Patrick because he is a professional makeup artist. He does clients and he does freelance work, and he's been doing it for 5 years. Me, I understand because I've only been doing beauty in general for 2 years, and I've only had YouTube for like not even a year. And I was like, you know what, okay, well like maybe I'm basic as fuck. But Patrick, I was pissed for Patrick. He is a professional and he is a pro makeup artist, and I was pissed for him because it's like, don't fucking like lower his credibility just because we're here and we're meeting our followers and subscribers. Like I was pissed, and so they're like, you know what, yeah, you're gonna have to take this outside. So I was just like pouting, basically I was pouting. I was like, are you serious? Like we just came over here just because you guys asked us to. So the security ended up escorting me and Patrick out. And luckily, like all of our followers and subscribers went with us. And so we went outside, and me and Patrick were crying because we were just like really, like we felt really emotional because like we got kicked out. A lot of you guys came with us, and that's why we were so emotional, because it's like, you guys came with us even though we got kicked out. Like we were just really emotional, and we were crying, and we are like, oh my god, like we just felt really happy. We were pissed off and happy at the same time, so it was just like an emotional bundle, and we were both crying. We just felt like super just overwhelmed with the amount of love that we were getting, because like the fact that we even had to get kicked out because our followers and our subscribers were there, and it was like such an overwhelming scene, made us feel so good, because I'm like, yeah bitch, they're here to say hi to us. So that's fucking cool. Like that's cool, you know? Like I was so stoked. My lash was coming off, like it was a mess. It was a mess. And we ended up doing a meet and greet outside for another 2.5 hours. I ended up getting really sick that night. Real sick, like throw up and fainting sick. Because I think it was like extreme exhaustion, extreme dehydration, and just so much emotion going through me that I ended up just getting fucking sick. Going like non-stop for 5 2.5 hours, like meet and greet status. So I had a great time. I was exhausted, but it was so fun meeting everyone, and it was just so amazing. The thing too with IMATS, like I really truly understand why they escorted us out. If I was just a random person walking by and I saw this hoarding crowd of people that were trying to meet other people, I wouldn't give a fuck. Like I would just be like, okay, cool, meet them. That's all good, like do your thing, you know, like that'd be fine. But the fact that the amount of people was starting to defer people from lines going towards the booth and spending money, like I would understand being the booth and being pissed off, because it's like, bitch, like really, like you're blocking our line, you're making us lose money. So I understand that aspect of it. I totally wholeheartedly understand, and I get it. But the reason like why I'm upset and the reason I'm even making this video is because I just think that they could have handled it so differently. Like IMATS could have really just handled it so differently. They could have been like kind, they could have been nice about it. The fact that they were like calling us out on not being professionals and just like this place wasn't built for people like you, and I was just so heated in that moment, and they were yelling at our subscribers and followers like and telling them to move, and I was getting frustrated because I felt frustrated for everyone. This is the thing, like that was really pissing me off. I feel like IMATS, they want beauty people to talk about IMATS, and they want people to inform people of IMATS and be like, spread that shit around, spread that IMATS wildfire. But when it comes down to it, they don't want to deal with beauty influencers, and they don't want to deal with people like meeting them, and they don't want to deal with crowds. They just don't. They probably don't want to spend money on security to like just help out. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. So they literally like, they want us to talk about it, but they don't want us to go. I heard that like Carly, she got kicked out. Nicole Guerrero, they both got kicked out. Jacqueline was there for a split second. They were gonna ask her to leave as well, but she had already like left before they even asked her to go. I was just so frustrated with the whole thing. On one side, I understand being IMATS, and I understand the crowd control, and I understand getting us out of there because it was pretty crazy. The lines were like getting ridiculous. It was just a madhouse for a little bit, but on the other side, it could have been so organized if like they just allowed us to be organized with it. I just don't understand the whole concept of IMATS. I get it's for like professional like industry people, but I know for a fact the people that buy tickets to IMATS, they buy it in hopes of meeting other beauty people that will be there. If I thought that Jacqueline Hill was going to be at IMATS, I would buy tickets that go to IMATS. I mean, not now because I'm her friend and like I text her and stuff. That's what frustrates me, is because like I feel like the beauty influencers really help spread IMATS, and it really helps just bring awareness to IMATS and really just bring so much revenue to them. And the fact that they're so against social media and so against the social platform of things, it just really boggles my mind. Because like, bitch, beauty gurus and stuff, like they help you guys get recognition and they help you guys grow as a company. Like I know for a fact, before 5 years ago, IMATS was barren. It was a barren wasteland. Like you could hear a pin drop. I know for a fact because I know people that went to IMATS years ago, and it was chill, and it was not nearly the level what it is now, and it's because of social media. Because like for example, with IMATS New York, you can get a press pass if you have 250,000 subscribers. So like they would have given you a free pass to go in. But what's gonna happen when I go in and I get like swarmed by people, like they're gonna kick me out again. You're gonna give me a pass at 250,000 subscribers so that I can talk about IMATS and going to IMATS, but as soon as I get there, you're gonna kick me out because it's too crowded. It makes no sense to me. Do not use beauty influencers to gain you revenue with your business, and then when we get there, kick us out. That pisses me off so much. I don't harbor like bad feelings towards IMATS, but I don't plan on going again, and I don't plan on like supporting them in that way, because I was so wholeheartedly believing in IMATS for so long until what just happened with me and Patrick getting escorted out, and I was so mad at that time. It could have been so organized. It could have been so fucking organized, but IMATS was just like, nope, put a stop to it, because it's a professional atmosphere. I'm gonna support all the other conventions. The next two that I'm gonna be going to are Fame Expo and BeautyCon LA. So those ones I'm gonna be going to for sure. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. A lot of people were asking me like what was going on with IMATS, why we got kicked out, how we got kicked out, what we were feeling towards IMATS, you know. I don't really know how I feel towards IMATS right now. Like I understand why they got us out of there, because they didn't want to deal with our like followers or subscribers, or they didn't want to deal with crowd control or anything like that. They didn't want to deal with that. So they'd rather just kick us out instead. But they love the promotion that they got from it, huh? And I know I'm gonna get all the pro makeup artists, like the pro makeup artists. I say pro very air quotes because I got so, oh my god, I got so many hate comments about IMATS, like yeah, like good thing you got kicked out, like you aren't shit kind of thing. And I would look at their pages, the makeup that they were doing on themselves and the other people. Good lord, please tell me you charged $3, if that. It was a robbery, like what you were probably charging those people. Like the makeup was the worst makeup I've ever seen in my whole life on like half the people I saw. So I don't care about the pro artist's opinion. Just because I don't do freelance work doesn't mean that what I do isn't valid. So I don't need to cater to your opinion. I don't really give a fuck what you think about it. Other than that, I will talk to you guys later. That is it for this video. Have a great rest of the night, wherever you guys are. And I will catch you in my next motherfucking video. I just want to make this real quick. Hopefully this video isn't too long. I hope it's not too long. Ooh, I have to edit it tonight. Yeah, okay. Bye, you guys.
Mommy.
Who's that?
Mommy.
Don't imitate me. I hate you. That was my dad. He was making fun of me because I said mommy. Fucking rude ass bitch. What the fuck? I'm gonna need you to ignore. Ugh, I can't even speak. I always do this. I don't know if you guys notice. I'm always like. I don't know why. Let me get real comfortable. Let me get real cute. Let me just fucking situate myself. Don't ask me because I will not have an answer for you bitches. This probably won't have like no bloopers. Watch. It's not gonna have any fucking bloopers. Fuck. It's not gonna have any fucking bloopers because I just talked so fucking fast. So me and Patrick were ended. Who's at my door? Sorry. Aaron, what are you doing? He's distracted me. And we're like, how could they do this to us? No, that's not what he said. In that moment, I was just so heated and I just wanted to fucking slap a hoe so hard.